Hi all, I'm Sue, this Blue Heron Hill. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to give you an update on my pumpkin patch, which is right here behind me. I planted pumpkins this year in feed bags because I have a lot of feed bags. You have chickens, you have a lot of feed bags. So this hillside gets a lot of sun. It gets, 10, 12 hours a day, when we have long daylight hours. And in previous years, my pumpkins were in areas where they didn't receive enough sunlight, so the plants, and in turn, the fruit suffered. And some years I would get some pumpkins, and some years I wouldn't. Anyway, so this is what I decided to do, is plant them on this very sunny hill. It's between my new apple seedlings, and then over here is my vineyard. And I'm hoping that this year I found a solution to that problem. But I've come up, there's another problem involving these plants right here. The soil seems to be settling. In these feed bags, there's gaps around the side. So, and they also seem to have a little bit of yellowing on the leaves, which I mentioned in the last tour video. And so what I did with that is I gave them some nitrogen in the form of fish emulsion, which is it's a liquid. So it's going to go directly to the roots. I'm hoping that's going to help it. Only time will tell. Probably within a week or so, I'll be able to tell if that's the answer to that problem. So anyway, come along with me and I'm going to show you how I'm going to tackle this new problem in my pumpkin patch. Here is an update on my field of feed bags. These are pumpkins, and I have numerous feed bags filled with compost originally, and they seem to be growing all right. I'm not too sure. It might have some sort of a deficiency because of these yellow leaves. But I wanted to show you in this particular one what's happening with feed bags. There's becoming a gap in the feed bag here. Down along the side, the soil is shrinking up or sinking, settling. So what I'm doing is, this is a scoop of coop clean out. I have been digging out the top layer inside not the coop, but the chicken run. Every few years it builds up with a nice rich soil. So I'm coming along, I'm putting a scoop of this in each one of these feed bags to close up the gap in the soil against the side of the bag, as you can see as I stretch this side out. Hopefully it's going to give it a little bit more soil. And right now I think what happens is that the roots kind of air prune as they meet the side of the feed bag. And so they're becoming a little bit root bound in my little makeshift pouches. We're going to see if this works. This soil is well composted. It is wonderful, wonderful soil. We just had a lot of rain. It's a little clumpy now. Very wet. There's still some particles or, little bits of straw in there, but that's okay. That helps with the aeration of the soil. Here we have a wheelbarrow full of chicken run clean out. I could probably get another 3 out of the chicken run. But I'm going to start with 1 or 2 here, and they're going into the feed bags. You can see there's, we've got some wormies here, and I'm sure there's lots of wonderful micronutrients and wonderfully enriched soil to top off my feed bags. Here I have some tomatoes that I planted in a grow bag too. There's been a lot of settling. You can see that the roots are right at the soil level in this particular bag. So I'm going to top it off with a scoop or 2 of the chicken run. Clean out. Also, I have 2 other tomato grow bags in my feed bags, and they're going to get the same treatment. Now with a tomato plant, if you cover all of this with soil, roots are going to grow all along this stem. So that is only going to help in nurturing this tomato plant. It's very, very healthy as it is. It's almost bending over my little tomato cage that I have it in. Same with that one. So another use for this lovely soil that I've developed in my chicken run. Or I should say that the chickens have developed for me in my chicken run. Thank you, girls. Here's another tomato plant that I have in a feed bag. I am just kind of letting this one go. It's going to trail on the ground, which it will do because it has no support. It's quite a healthy vine. It is just very, very strong. But what I wanted to show you is along the stem, do you see these little projections here? Those are roots. So when they come in contact with the soil, they will start growing. So in this particular bag, I'm going to put in a few more scoops. I think maybe I'll even unroll this to make the collar of it higher, so the soil can then encourage these pre-emergent root systems to actually root out and provide more nutrition for this particular tomato plant. This particular tomato plant turned out to be one that that I broke off by accident in the garden. I will put a clip of that. And I rooted it inside in a glass of water. It rooted out fine. I plopped it in this feed bag with a nourishing mix of compost and peat. And now it is so healthy. You just have to look at that stem. It is huge, even though it is a little convoluted because it has nothing to hold it up. But I think I'm just going to kind of let it go. I may have to put something down beneath it so it does not pick up any soil pathogens. This is what I've decided to do with this tomato plant. I did find an old structure to put around it. I've raised up the top at least 5-6 inches anyway. Put in a number of scoops of my composted material. It had split right here into 2 different branches. These curled enough that I could just put some soil over the top of it, and it'll root right along this stem area. And same with this one. It comes here, comes down through here, and then back up here. So it's going to root all along here. I gave it a real good pruning. I thought I would leave this sucker on to have that grow, but I cut off most of the lower leaves so they aren't touching. This is a long one, which I want to leave on just for photosynthesis purposes. It is quite far down, but I think I could just loop it up over the structure here, way up there like that. And at least it'll be helping out with the photosynthesis of the plant. But I do have some flowers on here that are going to fruit. A few up there at the top. This gets it up off the ground. And deepened the feed bag, which is now my grow bag. And hopefully this will give me some more added tomato plants. I've forgotten what kind it is. I will have to go and look it up, and I will probably link it down below. This here, not a pumpkin, this is a watermelon. And I do have, if I can find it, I do have one tiny little watermelon on it. Well, I came across it. There it is. Anyway, grandkids are going to be so excited. Also in grow bags, I have sweet potatoes, and I have tomatoes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 tomatoes, another sweet potato. This is zucchini. So what do you think? Do you think that's going to work by mounding up some more of my composted chicken run compost? I'm hoping it will. I'm hoping that will be the solution. If this doesn't work this year, I'm open to any solution. Even though pumpkins aren't high on my list of food, my grandkids do like to get a pumpkin or two in the fall. So if you've liked this video, please subscribe. Comment if you have any tips or tricks that I might not have thought of yet, and that I could put to good use to help me with my pumpkin patch. So next time that we can go digging in the dirt, happy gardening. See you on the next video. Bye.